Hello and welcome to the Cable Rush Talk Show. Today, I'm going to talk about moving from inspiration. And what I mean by that is moving from there's this whole idea of what I want to do and what I think I should do and what the calendar's got me wanting to do and what I actually do or am inspired to do. And I love this thought. So I'm going to talk about that because there can be a difference, and perhaps there's the illusion of a difference. Anyhow, I'll get to this in a moment. You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end, the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. I was just pausing just in case we wanted to have, I was going to slide an intro, outro in there for my podcast. But, all right, there's this whole, I'm really these days trying to move from the space of inspiration and less from goals, income parameters, or like somebody messaged me, DM'd me, what are your income goals for the month? Mine are 100,000 a month or I was driven so long in my life in my sales career with having income goals, sales goals, the vision of a house or X amount a month or being number one producer or X amount of loans closed, which is all great and can be fantastic. I'm practicing not having goals. Sorry, you goal people, if you're listening. That might freak you out completely. And so I'm very much in the space of, and goals serve me very well. And I'm sure I'll come back around to a point where, my vision is solidified. And so now I've got goals and I'm going to execute on the vision. It's very clear to me right now that I'm in this learning space. So I'm trying to be easy on myself. I've got a bunch of thought loops going, but there's the idea of the who, not the how. And if you find the who to help you, instead of trying to figure out how to do it, you find the who to do it, you can accelerate your growth path of your company or your entrepreneurial endeavor or whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And I'm very much in the space of relearning in second, let's call a second half of life. As I record this, I'm 50. How old am I? 52 or 3, somewhere in there. I forget. But anyway, 52 or 3, and sort of had this massive identity shift and refiguring out, all right, what is it that I like? I have some resources in the bank, so I have the flexibility of really like what's moving me inspirationally other than building a bank account. Making money's fun. I'm not trying to discount that or having a bit bigger bank account. And I don't want to give the impression that I've got this massive bank account. I do need to produce again at some point, and want to. Holy mackerel. Thank you for the diversion. But really, again, so I had this awareness of like, be easy on yourself, Mischa, as you're finding out what it is you like as far as the entrepreneurial process. Like play around with it and find out what is the bit that I like, and then who out the rest. So as I'm learning more and more about going from the old school lead gen, direct mail flyers telemarketing campaigns, some email stuff, email, follow up to, bringing that really to the online funnel world, that form of direct marketing, talking from stage. I've always wanted to be effective at selling from stage. And never really had an opportunity to do it. So super excited. I'm just diving deep in on the webinar stuff and developing an interview style to have it be like a webinar, where it's inspiring people and they're taking action to buy. How cool is that on stuff that I believe in? This is the best diversion ever. I'm so, again, just to stay on the goal driven versus inspiration driven. My goal is to move from inspiration. How's that? And really trust that the things that I'm doing are what I should be doing. How else could I say it? Like, I can be like, all right, I need to execute on boom, 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 right? But I'm not inspired to execute on those things. So, perfect example. I woke up yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go start sending out invites to all these 2 Comma Club winners for interviewing on the Table Rush podcast right here. You can also watch it's the Table Rush Talk Show, which we're in podcast land if you're listening, and we're on YouTube land if you're watching. So if you're watching, go check it out on the podcast. You can listen in your car. If you're listening in your car, you can watch interviews. Hopefully, at the point of this episode, I've got more daily riff content up on my YouTube channel, narcissistically talking about my journey under the guise of being of service. Oh my gosh, how long is this episode going? I should almost have a part 2. I should have been tracking how long this episode was going. So I have a specific example that happened yesterday. It was awesome. And I intuitively am like, oh my gosh, this is a turning point. This is a turning point. And it happened inspirationally and organically and outside of my alternative agenda. I was supposed to do X, and instead I was inspired to do X, and the inspiration has borne fruit. So I'm going to talk about that on the next episode. And as a matter of fact, it was a text that I sent. I'm going to tell you all about the text that I sent, what's come from it. And I used to DJ in my youth. I was a DJ in the San Francisco Bay Area. And there was a song that used to be in the rotation. Last Night a DJ Saved My Life. I don't know if anybody knows that song. Google it. It's awesome. I won't sing it. Last night a DJ saved my life. But I was thinking, last night a text saved my life. Or it was really, I sent a text in the morning, and it's clearly a transition point. And I was like, yeah, that text, you hear a song, it's a turning point in your life. You send a text, it's a turning point in your life. You have a conversation, it's a turning point in your life. Unplanned, right? And moving from inspiration. All right, I'm going to talk about this text on the next episode, and hopefully it's going to be amazing and inspiring and not a letdown. We'll see. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.